A little bit about today is knowing your heroes. And with your heroes, I'm talking about the people you teach, people you follow, the people you listen to. Can you see my notes? That these people share knowledge and wisdom. We get a lot of knowledge shared here, and sometimes we get wisdom. And we don't understand the difference between knowledge and wisdom, I'm discovering nowadays. I've asked several people the difference, and I've laughed at the answers. Knowledge comes from books, from sharing other people's experiences. Wisdom comes from living the experiences. Normally, or very often, these are done with great emotions involved in them. Some of the greatest teachers of wisdom are near-death experiences and hunger. And I got to look at hunger. Children learn at an early age to have to become driven. Their motivation is because they remember as a child going to bed and waking up not knowing if there's breakfast there. We don't realize these things as Americans most of the time. We don't understand the true value of hunger. And so it's in our generation, or in the last 50 years, it's something that's kind of gone on the outs because we've got so many things in society that protect us from hunger. But it is still a great motivator. It is a great thing of wisdom because you go, okay, I want this, this, and this in life, and because I was hungry, I know I have to do this, this, or this if I want to eat tomorrow. And so those becomes great things. There's no substitute for life, and there's not any substitute for food. We can have substitute families. We can have substitute homes all over the place, move from one home to the next, whatever. But breath is breath, and when it's gone, it's gone. And I'm not talking about near-death experiences or hunger where people are self-imposing themselves, jumping out of airplanes, climbing up mountains, saying, okay, I'm going to go the next 10 days and not eat. These are self-imposed hungers, and the difference is you can pull out of those at any time. There's a chicken clause there. And when it's not self-imposed, when life is giving it to you, the instance is Betsy Richards going down the road. I mean, instantly her life was almost snuffed out. And I guarantee you, she has a different attitude. She has a different thought process every morning when she wakes up with every step she takes, because she has had a great wisdom awakening. Questions we need to ask ourselves as we're going through life and we're choosing the people in the books we read, when we're choosing our heroes, is what do you know about these people? Well, he said this, he said that. Where did he get this from? Has he ever been hungry? Has he had a near-death experience? It don't have to be those things exactly, but where is this knowledge coming from? Is it something he's read from somebody else and gathered from somebody else, and he puts it in a book and says, here it is? Because we don't know about this guy really until you study it. And so you need to study. When you grab a book, one of the best things you can do for yourself is to pull up that author, start research, look at his childhood. What made him what he is? Not his college degree. What happened during his childhood? In my life, some of my heroes were Norman Vincent Peale. He died at the age of about 94, 136 books. Some people liked him, some people didn't. Theology aside, he had a great attitude towards positive thinking. He got this for reasons. Zig Ziglar died at the age of about 86, 26 books, and he wrote many motivational books. Mary Kay Ash, there again, a person that went through some hardships. What were the hardships that these people had in common? They were born during the period of the Great Depression and World War II. Great motivators and great teachers of our past people with wisdom. Norman Vincent Peale delivered newspapers when he was a child to help support his family. He was one of 3 children. Zig Ziglar, the 10th of 12 children. At the age of 5, his father died when they moved to a farm in Mississippi. 2 days later, he had a sister to die. And at the age of 6, he was working mowing lawns. And from that time, the rest of his life, he was motivated, if you read the story, because of hunger. His mother taught him the value of having a great day. Mary Kay Ash, married at a younger age. Husband her divorced when he left her with 3 children when he came back from the war. She knew about hunger. She had to feed her children. She entered into a man's world that tread upon her. And when she finally got tired of it, she stepped out there again because it had to do with hungers. So these are the qualities that you really need to do and look at when you're looking for these people. Mary Kay Ash wrote 3 books. She ended up being a $2.2 billion conglomerate that she started with $5,000 because she didn't take no, because she had a burning desire. Burning desire was created because early in her life, she had learned to take care of her father when she was going through school. Her father's an invalid. Her mother worked 14 hours a day, and she had to care for fathers. So look, as you're looking for heroes, study them, see who they are. Make sure you don't end up with the Ted Bundy. Everybody thought he was great and going to be a senator. He ended up being a mass murderer. So make sure you don't have a Ted Bundy in your life. Don't just listen to what other people have to say about him. Research. Know your heroes.